What's going on, guys? Brendan Frye here. It seems like it's been a while. Missed you guys. It's been 6 days since I created my last post because my mother was in town and decided to spend some time with her. So I appreciate you guys. A lot of you guys were like, have fun with your mom, enjoy your time off. So I appreciate that. Today I want to talk to you guys about delegation. It seems to be a popular topic with me recently because of the new Upvote Bot and getting delegation from you guys. Also, I'm going to be leasing some delegation, some Steem Power from Minnow Booster, and I'm going to show you guys a little bit about that here in a little bit. But first off, let me just remind you guys, every video that I do, I give away $20 US worth of SBD to a lucky person who upvotes and comments on my videos. So if you like today's video, feel free to upvote and comment on it for a chance to win that. So I'll be choosing a winner from the last video at the end of this one. Now, first let's get into a little brief overview of Steemit Delegation, because a lot of people are confused by this. They seem to think that when they're delegating their Steem Power, they're giving it away. And in a sense, you're giving away the Steem Power for whatever set of time you decide, but you're not really giving your money, your hard-earned money, or the money you've got in your Steemit account. You're not actually giving that away. You're loaning it out to somebody. So, for example, with my Upvote Bot, people who are delegating to the new Upvote Bot, they're earning passive earnings every single day from that. They're getting Steem, if any Steem has been used to bid on the bot, and they're also getting SBD every single day for the Steem Power that they're delegating to the bot. So just for clarity, you're not actually giving your Steem Power away per se. You're just letting the bot borrow it for a certain amount of time, and you can take it back at any time you wish. There is a 7-day cooldown period because they don't want you upvoting. They don't want my bot upvoting the same thing that you're upvoting and giving that same post double the rewards, right? And there's a 7-day wait for payouts, so that makes sense. So there's 7-day cooldown period. So if you were to, let's say you were to delegate 100 SP to the Upvote Bot that I have, and you were to decide, hey, I want that back, you would just undelegate it the same way you delegated it, and there would be a 7-day cooldown period. So it'll be 7 days before it actually hits back into your account and you have that that Steem Power again. So I hope that makes sense. So I wanted to clarify, first of all, what delegating Steem Power actually means, because some people think that it's you're giving it away to somebody, right? Or that somebody's actually got your money and they can take off with it. Okay, so you can't, that actually can't happen. So let's get into why Steem Delegation was created. Here is a brief guide to delegating Steem Power. This is about a year old, and the hard fork where this was released was hard fork 18. So the release notes are here on GitHub. I'll leave a link to this below. But the hard fork was scheduled for March 30th, 2017 at a certain block. So I'm not sure if it actually hit exactly March 13th, but that's around about the time that this happened. So it's been about a year since this hard fork even took place. And if you guys aren't familiar with a hard fork, basically with blockchain technology, they have what you call soft forks, hard forks. And hard forks is where major changes happen. Most notable probably is like with Bitcoin, when Bitcoin did a hard fork and created Bitcoin Cash, because there was separate groups, and I'm not going to get into that debate, but there's separate groups who believe that Bitcoin as it was the true Bitcoin, and then there was people who believed in Bitcoin Cash and some different parameters with that. And they thought that should be the future of Bitcoin. So they did a hard fork, and they created basically two different currencies. So we have hard forks as well. We're not creating different currencies here, but we are making major changes to the blockchain over time. So this was one of them where with the Steem Hard Fork 18, they added delegation. Okay, they added the function of delegating Steem Power to other accounts on the Steem blockchain. So these are some reasons why you might want to have this happen. And I'll leave a link to Liberosis article here. This is just first one I came up with, so I wasn't doing any like extensive research or anything, but I wanted to find out the reasons for that hard fork happening. And a couple of things came up here that I wouldn't have even thought about. And for one is Steemit Incorporated. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this, but every time an account is created on Steemit, it costs money. Okay, it costs, I think it's a minimum of 15 Steem Power to create an account, and that's basically to give that account some bandwidth to use for different functions on the blockchain. Every single thing you do here is a transaction, and you need some bandwidth to do that. Whether you're sending money, you're making a post, you're upvoting, you're re-steaming, All that takes bandwidth, so you have to have some money in your account, some Steem Power in your account, in order to have any bandwidth. So whenever an account is created on Steemit Incorporated, when it's created on Steemit Incorporated comes out of pocket with that money. So now with this hard fork, and this is probably the biggest reason this happened, because Steemit Incorporated has some push when it comes to all this stuff. They probably didn't want to keep coming out of pocket because of all the people. What was it? Just like a week ago, in 1 week, we had 70,000 accounts created on Steem. So imagine 15 Steem Power for every single one of those accounts. Well, Steemit Incorporated didn't want to have to keep on coming out of pocket and giving away that money. So now with this hard fork 18, they can delegate the Steem Power out until that person, that user, until they work their accounts up enough to where they have some of their own Steem Power in their account. Then they can undelegate that to the new account and get that, recoup that money. So I think that was probably the biggest reason for the delegation function to be introduced to the blockchain. There's also a couple other reasons. If you want to donate your Steem Power to curators that you trust, combining your Steem Power from different accounts to a single voting account, which is cool, which is smart. So if you wanted to, say you have multiple accounts, you can delegate your Steem Power from one of those accounts to another one to give that other account a little bit of influence. Now, another thing you could do possibly is just to move the Steem around into that other account. But of course, as I mentioned before, it takes 7 days to cool down. So delegating the Steem Power is actually a lot faster way to do that. Okay, so those are just a couple of reasons why delegation even came to exist. There's some rules here for delegating Steem Power. I'm not going to get into all that today. You can read through this if you want. I'll leave a link to this below. So let's get into Minnow Boosters, what I want to talk about today. So first of all, let me just mention, with the Upvote Bot, and just so you guys know this, the Upvote Bot is paying out 80% of its earnings to the delegators, okay? So although I've got over 50% of my own money is in the bot account, so let's go into the wallet here. So as you can see right here, 3,900 of it is my own money, and 3,600 of it is from people who have delegated to the bot. So I've got more than a 50% stake in the bot, but even though that's the case, I'm actually still giving away 80% to the delegators, to the investors of the bot, okay? So you guys are getting a lion's share of this for certain. And now I'm still calculating the numbers as far as how much the bot is paying out, yearly, monthly, daily, and so I'm going to give that another few days probably. I've got a lot of data, and I've got a good guesstimate at about how much that's paying out in APR per year, but I'll probably give that another week of data to kind of really see what it's pulling in, because some days we have more bids than others, so I want to get a good average on those numbers. So I'll be releasing that information soon and letting you guys know. But just so you guys do know, the bot is giving you the lion's share. So if you want to delegate to the bot, and I actually did a little bit of math this morning. I went into Minnow Booster to see how much it costs to delegate Steem Power to the bot, because that's something I was looking at doing. And I was also looking to see like how much investors can get for leasing out their Steem Power on Minnow Booster. And what I found out is that if I do things right here, I can actually make a profit for delegating Steem Power getting delegated Steem Power from somebody on Minnow Booster, using it for the bot and taking the earnings from the bot, and just keep on purchasing more Steem Power delegation from Minnow Booster. I'm actually going to make a profit on that if this turns out right, and I did do that this morning. So I also wanted to know, well, is it worth people, should they invest in an Upvote Bot, or should they just lease their Steem Power on Minnow Booster? Well, one thing is that whenever you delegate to the bot here, it's all passive, so you don't have to continue making sure you're leasing out to new people every week or every 4 weeks or every 6 weeks or whatever the lease period is. You don't have to worry about that. And plus, a lot of people on Minnow Booster, there are some good APRs. I think the highest I've seen is about 25. I already know that my bot is paying out, I think it's a minimum of about 35% APR per year. So you're going to get more anyway from delegating to my Upvote Bot. And it's a lot less trouble because you don't have to worry about logging into Minnow Booster and making sure that you're delegating to new people and stuff like that when those lease terms run out. So I kind of wanted to check that today because I was kind of curious about it. And the good news is that for me, since I'm trying to build my Steem Power for the Upvote Bot, I can actually purchase leased Steem Power from Minnow Booster from different users, and like I said, I can lease that to the bot. So the bot's upvote is worth more, so it brings in more earnings for everybody. And then I can turn around and use the money that I'm earning from the bot to purchase more Steem Power from people on Minnow Booster, and I'm not really coming out of pocket to do that. So that's really cool. So anyways, so let me go into Minnow Booster real quick and show you what I did this morning. First of all, if you look into my account, everything is transparent here, right? If you go into my wallet right here, you'll see that I sent, okay, so it looks like it was processed. Let's see. Your delegation request for 7 weeks of 3,828 Steem Power was processed. Let's see here. So when I sent it in, it looked like this. Okay, I used their form on here, and I'll show it in just a moment. But basically, sent 100 Steem to Minnow Booster, and it just sent this note in here. 7 means 7 weeks. What username to use to delegate to, and then the price per Steem, or the price of how much Steem Power I wanted. I can't remember the actual calculation. What was it? How much I'm willing to pay for it, basically, per week. Something like that. Anyway, so let's go ahead into the website. It's a little confusing doing it this way, and that's why I didn't do it this way. But anyway, it says that the request is being processed. This was 10 minutes ago. So we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see what happens, because I don't see it actually in the account yet. Let me refresh this. Yeah, it's not actually in the account yet, so I guess that's going to show up soon. Let's go into Minnow Booster real quick. Now, if you're wanting to do this yourself, okay, so one thing you can do, and again, I don't really recommend it, knowing that you can make more money from upvote bots, delegating to upvote bots. But if you wanted to, you can actually go in here to New Lease Requests, this page right here, scroll down, find a user who is asking for Steem Delegation, their Steem Power, how much they want here, how many weeks, and then it'll tell you how much they're willing to pay. Okay, and then you can fill that offer if you want to do that. Okay, again, a lot of these APRs are under 35, which is, I know that's what my bot's at least paying out. So you'll see a lot of these are 20, 11, 19, 22, 20, 15. So you'll make a lot more just delegating to the bot. And what I'm going to do, guys, because typically, as you guys know, whatever you delegate to my Upvote bot, it automatically pays you earnings every day, right? Well, with this, luckily there's a feature built into my code, into the bot's code, where I can actually assign a beneficiary to, let's say, just for example, somebody by the name of Well123 decides to delegate this 4,000 Steem Power that I'm asking for. Well, I don't want my bot paying them out on top of what I offered them, right? I don't want them getting daily earnings from the bot. So there's actually some code within my bot. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. All right, as you guys can see right here, overrides specify a beneficiary account for payments for certain delegators. So let's say, like I said, Well123 decides to delegate this 4,000 Steem Power from Minnow Booster. Well, I'm already paying him 100 Steem for it, so I don't want to give him daily earnings also. So I would just put their name here, and then the beneficiary account, I would put one of my Steemit accounts in there, so that way I get the money back. And then I can use that money again to lease out some more Steem Power. Okay, so that's cool that that's already set in there like that. So if you guys were looking to earn some money, from Minnow Booster, you can do that here. Again, I would recommend just delegating to my Upvote bot, because you're going to get more for it. If you're looking to lease some Steem Power, so you would just click on this button right here. And then you can fill this out right here and decide, how much Steem Power you want. So basically, I put in 4,000. I said I wanted it for 7 weeks, and then I told it how much I was wanting to pay for it. So how many Steem Power per Steem per week. So basically, for every Steem you're going to be paying, how much Steem Power do you want for that? It's basically what it's asking. And then you would it would tell you the total Steem required, and then you would just click lease. Okay, and then that would send that note over to Minnow Booster. They would put this into their website. So if you look in here, you would actually find mine in here somewhere. I'm not going to search all through it, but anyway, it's in there somewhere. And so it looks like that's going to get filled, or at least that's what it looked like in the memo I got from Minnow Booster. Let me check this one more time. Okay, and it's not filled yet, so we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. Okay. All right, guys, and I almost forgot one very important thing I wanted to show you here. So let's say you want to delegate Steem Power to my Upvote Bot or to any user on Steemit. This is the easiest way to do it. Go on to steambottracker.com. I'll leave a link to this below as well. Go under Tools, and then go under to Delegation Manager. Click on that, and then enter your Steem account name to view and manage your Steem Power delegations. So you just put in your username, click Load, and then basically you just add somebody that you want to delegate to. So if you want to delegate to my Upvote Bot, you would put in Brandon Frye. And then I would recommend no less than 50 Steem Power. The more the better. Like I've got one user, Raw Utah, and he's delegated 2,000 Steem Power, and he's earning some pretty considerate earnings every single day from a Upvote Bot passively, completely passively. And I know he loves it. He's left several comments about it. So the more the better, but I would recommend a minimum of 50 Steem Power to delegate. So you would just put in how much you can delegate here. So let's say you can delegate 200, and then you would just click Delegate, okay? And it would take you over to Steem Connect, and then you just would log into Steem Connect, and it would verify everything, okay? And that's all there is to it. And then my system, my Upvote Bot, will automatically send you a memo in your wallet letting you know, hey, thank you for the delegation. It has been added successfully, and you will start to receive payouts after the next withdrawal, okay? So that's all you would need to do for that. And then later on, let's say you decide that you want to edit your delegation, then all you need to do is go back in here, and you would load up your account, and you can click Edit and edit the delegation. You can remove the delegation, whatever you want to do in there, or add another person to delegate to, okay? So this is a really, really good tool, because back in the day, actually not that long ago, you would have to calculate how many vests per Steem Power and figure out how many vests you've got and figure it out that way. It was kind of convoluted. It was very complicated. So this has made it a lot easier. So if you're wanting to delegate to my bot, again, this is all you got to do. And I will leave some links below if you would like to delegate to the Upvote Bot and start earning daily passive earnings from it, okay? So, okay, guys, well, this has basically just been a quick rundown of how Steemit Delegation works, why it exists, you know. I think it's very good to know, especially if you're here on the blockchain. You know, and you'll know if somebody's account's been delegated to if you just go under their account and you'll see the plus sign. And all new Steemit accounts that were created on Steemit.com do have a plus sign under here with, I think it's like 15 Steem Power, which is what they need in order to function on the Steem blockchain. So every new user that's created on Steemit.com has this delegation going on. So a lot of people, you know, when they first get over here, they don't really, well, there's so much stuff to learn. It's probably the least of their concern of why they have a plus sign on there. But that is the reason why, and a lot of people wonder that. So, all right, guys. Well, this has just been, just a quick rundown of Steemit Delegation, how it works. If you have any questions, feel free to leave those in the comments below. Be glad to help you guys out. I'm glad to be back, you know, from my little vacation, I guess, if you will. All right, now we need to give away that $20 US of SPD to a lucky person who upvoted and commented on my last video. The last video was, hard to believe, 6 days ago, talking about Epix, which is a new Steemit smart media token that's launching. They are currently in their ICO phase. I think that just launched today, actually. So you can invest in this if you'd like to. If you'd like to learn more about it, feel free to read that below. But let's go ahead and pick a winner from this video. All right, Raw Utah says, gee, is a good one. Thanks for the heads up. I wonder if the Altcoin Buzz crew will cover this one. I'd like to see them do a follow-up on Steem also. I totally agree with you about using this crypto blockchain daily. Consolidated other crypto holdings into Steem. Also after realizing Steem's immense value. Epix looks like it's going to fly. Enjoy your mother in time in the Valley of the Sun. We'll be here when you get back. Laugh out loud. So I appreciate that. And he's absolutely right. This is a no-brainer. And I hate saying no-brainer, but this is totally a no-brainer. Epix is. It's already a proven model because it's worked here with Steemit, and there's a lot of excitement around it. A lot of people are going to be both using Steemit and Epix. And so Epix is going to be a little bit different. I believe it's more of a mobile experience where Steem is more online for the time being. I know that Steemit's going to be launching their own mobile app here soon. But so there's going to be some differences with it. There's also going to be differences in the rewards and stuff like that. So I look forward to seeing that. I'm also going to be investing in that as well. So I think it's just a winner all around. All right, let's just make sure that Raw Utah did upvote. I feel sure that he did. And he did. You can see his name right there. So let's just look and see what the conversion rate is today. 11.03 Steam back dollars equals 20 US dollars. So I'm going to go ahead and send that over to him now. All right, and that went through. So congratulations again, Raw Utah, and for you guys out there who would like to win that, if you like today's video, feel free to upvote and comment on it for a chance to win, and I will be sending that over to a lucky person on the next video. All right, guys, well, that's all for today. I hope you have a great day. We'll see you soon.